In today's Clash Royale video, we're going to take a look at the biggest launches ever coming into January 2025 in Clash Royale. Today's Clash Royale, we're going to take a look at all the changes, work in progress. So it's your time to give feedback in the comment section. We got over 20 changes happening, most likely in January. And in case you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe and make sure to use critical mode in the shop. And let's jump into these changes, and I'm going to tell you it's already going to be absolutely incredible, guys. So most of you guys know the meta is completely destroyed. Currently it's all over Pekka. Like you guys know, like Pekka, Royal Recruits and so on, all of these kind of stuff is really annoying. And Supercell, I actually said in one of my videos, I think latest videos, that Supercell at least needs to make like 15 balance changes, but I could actually do until 40 to kind of try to fix the meta a bit. So we're gonna start off here with all the stuff. Also, I will link down when the video is coming the tweet from Royale API where we have like kind of better overview. Royale API, one of the best sites if it's about Clash Royale content. And the tweet there, they're gonna do like a kind of sheet there where you can also take a look for like which takes a bit like closer, or like which is taking not that much time into that. So if you want to just have it like on paper, just take a look at the Royale API tweet link in the bio of the video. I hope I'm not gonna forget it. If not, let me know in the comment section. But you guys know Royale API just so good. So yeah, but we're gonna go like head into that. So I'm also gonna try to give you, of course, some perspective on top of that, what I'm gonna think, what I'm gonna miss. And you guys, as I said, this is like why I make this video. It's important for you to also let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the changes and what is missing, so you can give feedback to me. I can give feedback to Supercell, and also of course give my own feedback there. So what Supercell is kind of saying is, in addition to balancing the metagame with nerfs and buffs, this balance update aims to address problematic design issues with some cards and fix a few inconsistencies with specific cards. As a result, some of these changes are technically reworks, but we're labeling them as neither nerf or rework or buff and rework to show the intended effect. Okay, let's kind of see. So we're gonna start off with the Archer Queen there. Archer Queen currently one of the best cards, needs a nerf. It's not going to be like the biggest one of all time. You guys know the cloaking cap currently takes like 15 seconds. So it means sometimes you're able to get like a second ability out of the defense, or like in the defense and also in the offense. But they're going to change a bit, so it will be way harder. Instead of 15 seconds, the cooldown will be 17 seconds. Also, the death account isn't ready yet, so I can just kind of show it here. So this is like the first card. I mean, to be fair, what can I say about it? Archer Queen deserves a nerf. I think it's just too good, especially when the Goblin Stein gets a bigger nerf and it's not going to be in every single deck anymore. I just feel like it's a really good thing. It's not going to change too much. It's still going to be broken on defense. But you guys know, I just feel like it kind of makes it not as broken on offense anymore. So I think it's a really good change. So next up, we got the cannon card, the CC. So we got like two things. So the shield hit points, minus 8%, which is going to be really, really interesting, guys. So the shield hit points, actually. So currently, it has 892, and it's gonna have on tournament standard afterwards 824. And also the hit points overall change a bit from 820 to 824. So they're actually giving a small buff to the hit points. Actually, what Supercell is kind of saying about it is like shield hit points and regular hit points are rebalanced to be consistent with cannon. I see. So they kind of want to have the cannon card more like a cannon. Interesting, but I feel like this is really, really good overall, the change. I don't really think it's going to add too much, because I feel like sometimes the DPS of the cannon card is a bit too much when it's like on tower, right? When it's like logging on top of the tower. But yeah, overall, I don't know. I feel like it's really, really hard to just like see some of this change and think how much impact they're going to have without like kind of able to test them. Even if I'm going to be able to test them, it's really hard, because you guys know, right, how the game works. Sometimes it's just like small change in Clash Royale, which is like just like changing a lot, bro. But you can think, okay, this card is gonna be dead afterwards. Next up, we got the Fisherman. Fisherman currently one of the best cards in the entire game. With like, it's not just like played in Warrior Giant, also in Pekka and some Goblin Giant decks. So what it's saying is, once again, a nerf, slow duration from anchor, minus 40%, which I think is really, really good, because like the slow from the, when it's like pulling troops and slow, I really want to see how this looks out in game. I can't really tell right now, but minus 40% seems huge, right? So I think it's the right decision to kind of slow it down. I feel like Fisherman is like a card which most of you guys love. I hope it's not going to be dead afterwards, but I still think it's going to be good, right? It still has the pulling ability. The pulling ability doesn't change, just the slow-mo effect. So I still feel like it's going to be a really, really good card afterwards, even kind of just like kind of changing a bit of the style. And next time we actually get a card which I can't include my deck yet because I still have a champion or already have a champion deck. It's going to be the Goblin Stein. So Goblin Stein, you guys know, is the best card in the entire game. Everybody's like pissing off about this card, and they do it correctly because it's so annoying. So what they're actually saying is the Goblin Stein, they nerfed the Doctor hit points, which is really, really interesting. So there's the big monster and the Doctor now dies. It didn't even die from Fireball Zap, right? But now it dies from Poison, which is going to be a really, 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 really good change. So, currently on Tournament Standard, the Doctor, where can we see it? Can we see it here? Yeah, 885 Kuni. It's going to have 721 afterwards, which is a change of minus 90%. Now it dies to Poison. Is it going to be like big? I think it's going to be massive, bro, because you don't need to have like lightning anymore in your deck, because you can play, for example, Lava Poison, Lava Fireball Zap again. So I feel like this is going to be a really, really big change. So I feel like it's going to be way worse, which I think is going to be really, really good afterwards. I think that's the biggest W change of this kind of stuff. And also, man, the guy who does the button is Donald is really, really... I mean, he's like really open for changing it. He was actually asking us if it would be a good change. I think personally it would be. So next time we got the Rambite. It's going to be change of a hit points. Currently the Rambite, we're also of course always talking about Tournament Standard. Currently Tournament Standard hit points 1767. It's going to be minus 4% down to 1696. So you kind of argue, okay, it's still there. It still charges up that quickly and still connects sometimes there and here, but I feel like with like this big of a change, minus 4%, it might not connect in some occasions, and also doesn't get this lucky 1 HP recharge again. So I feel like this might be a really, really good change overall. And also next up, we do get the Evolution Bomber, which already happened in December, in case you guys didn't know it. So one attack can't damage an enemy twice, so it's not going to be able to get like a double bounce on tower or double bounce on Turbo of Troops, right? So it's like a really big change actually, in case you guys didn't notice it yet. But yeah, it also happened already in December. I don't know how, but it's like Supercell classic. Next up, we do get the Evo Ice Bird. When I'm talking about Bomber, or like the Evolution Bomber, but just the Evolution Bomber, just the Evo, same goes to the Ice Bird there. So Ice Bird is crazy, bro. Man, Ice Bird is crazy, bro. How broken it kind of is there, bro. It's like crazy, 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 crazy. So what they're saying is their Evo Ice Bird is gonna be Ice Blast damage, 48% higher, but like the Ice Blast 3-2. So it's actually gonna change like Evo Zap. You guys know. So currently it has like 110 and will be 163. So it's like kind of like Evo Zap, right? So the Evo Ice Bird now does more damage, but like has just like 2 stuns instead of 3, which is going to be immense nerf. It's a big change, right? You guys remember Evo Zap was one of the best cards in the entire game? Then it wasn't, and it's going to be a really, really big change, because now it just like slows down 2 times instead of 3. Of course, you get the extra damage, so in some occasions, okay, you're able to kill troops faster, which is, can be good against minions or something, as example, but overall it's going to be a really, really big change. Also, we got the Evolution Goblin Barrel. So what Supercell is kind of saying is there will be a visual indicator on the Evo Barrel, right, with the like the fake goblins. So the decoy barrel will look different for about 1 second after deploy. Okay, so when you're actually throwing it, it's gonna look different. It's a bit unfortunate that I can't show it there, but let's see kind of how it will look out in game when we are able to kind of provide some gameplay there. So these are gonna be like the first cards. Let me know what you guys think so far, Deb. I think it's pretty cool changes. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we do have. Is he already? Oh, he's already in the deck. She is already in the deck. I apologize, Pekka. So, Pekka has like 1 million changes. Okay, I really try to get them down. Healing scales of HP of character. It destroys small characters. Bigger, small 990 HP at level 11. Medium characters. Large characters. So, what does it mean? So, what they're saying is about this. Evo Pekka will now heal different amounts of base on the maximum HP of the troop destroys. I see. Okay. Okay. So that's an interesting change. So when a troop has less than 990 HP on level 11, like these are like kind of the 3 phases, right? 990 HP, then from 991 to 1989, and then bigger with over 1990. So there's like 3 different changes. So the scales are kind of gonna change, right? It can't get like, right? These are gonna be like the different scales the pack is gonna be able to get, because currently, as you guys can see here, heal per death is always gonna be 282, but now with the small characters, less than 990 HP, it's just going to be able to heal up 142. then it's still gonna be the same with with like medium characters. But like when it like kills large characters, it's gonna heal up the double, which is pretty crazy, or like more than a double, I think, like from 282 to 600 to 565, which is going to be really interesting. Supercell is kind of saying about it. Evo Pekka will now heal different amounts of based on the maximum HP of the troop it destroys. Scale to level 11. There are 3 different vaults of healing. The smallest amount will be from characters with 990 HP or less at level 11. The medium amount is from 991 to 1989 HP at level 11. The largest amount is from characters with 1990 or more HP at level 11. This kind of means, of course, which kind of means, man, a ton of numbers here. It means, of course, the Pekka is not going to be like, right, like if you distract with skeletons or something, it's not going to heal up as much as it used to be, or like it heals like way less. Minus 50% it's going to heal up now, right? So from 282, which is going to get like the heal effect, just to 142, so it's way less, which is really important, because if you're playing a cycle, you play skeleton against it, the skeletons together with the tower might be able to kill it, but of course now it does like way better if it kills giant. It heals up way more, but I feel like this is a really interesting concept, man. I like that kind of. I really like that kind of. Let me know what you guys think about that, but I think it's going to be a really big change. So if the bigger the troop, the bigger the heal is going to be able to get for him. So this is really interesting, man, because I feel like right now the kind of problem is, okay, you play skeletons, it's just going to heal up. You play goblins, going to heal up, so you kind of just like, I don't know, man. the Pekka is just like gonna eat your stuff. It's not gonna really change anything to action. You're just like buying him time to destroy you. So next up we do get the recruits, man, and I'm really actually happy to see that. Where are the recruits, bro? Where are they? There are they. So next up we do get the recruits there. So they have like 3 different things. So charge damage is actually gonna change in the thing. So let's kind of see here. Charge damage. Where is it? Is it the normal recruits? Charge damage. Okay, interesting. So charge damage is gonna be, I think it's like both recruits kind of implemented that, I guess. Charge damage. Okay, that's interesting. So 200, okay, 300, no, it's actually, okay, charge damage, charge range from, okay, charge range plus 33. This is interesting. But then the charge damage gets like reduced. No. Whoa, what? The charge range gets bigger. The charge damage gets like a bit more, but the damage overall gets also a bit more. So, but what does it mean, bro? What does it mean, bro? So, that's what I'm saying is all troops will have either 2-tile or 3-tile charge range for consistency. With troops that cost 5 or more elixir having a 2-tile charge range, and 4 elixir having a 3-tile charge range. We're also slightly buffing charge damage and regular damage for consistency. All charge damage will be double the regular damage of a troop. Okay, so that means kind of takes a bit more time to charge. Is that going to be changing a lot? I think so, right? Like, because now it just like kind of changes way quicker. So I think it's like really good. So it takes a bit more time, a bit more range for them to charge. Man, this are like so many numbers. I feel like I'm currently like in a math class, and I was pretty shit in math. But like, bro, this is like, it's so hard to kind of follow that. But I think like whenever I can show you guys the gameplay, I will try to, or will actually, or like at least show you or like give you my opinion. The damage, the charge damage, and the damage at all, like itself, it's just like kind of some consistency fixes. But the charge range actually being changed that much, I think this is gonna be, I think it's gonna be big changes, man. There's like a reason they do it, right? I feel like it's gonna be a big change. So I just hope it's not just like you guys now, especially with the sound, bro. Whoever made the recruit sound, the evil recruit sound, needs to go to jail, bro. It's like woo, 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 bro. And it's like happening every few seconds. It's really annoying. So next up, we do get the evil skeletons there. Skeleton on deploy. What the heck, bro? They just got to change the evil skeletons on deploy from 4 to 3. So it's just gonna be 3 evil skeletons now. Oh no, we missed that. No, there's one less Larry again, bro. Like, did you guys remember the old school Clash Royale where like 4 skeletons were there? No, just 3. Also for the evil skeletons, Larry, we will fucking miss you, my man. So next up, we do get the baby dragon. Now we're gonna go ahead into the buffs there, which I think are pretty interesting. So next up, we do get the baby dragon there, which is currently one of the weaker cards in the game. So people thought maybe it's gonna get an evil. No, it's gonna get a buff now. So attack, splash, radius, 25%. And also the same goes to witch. So baby dragon and witch kind of get like more splash radius. which is gonna be really interesting. To see. Pew! Funny. So, all tubes except Xenomorph should have 1,500 tile splashes on their attacks for consistency. Yeah, I mean, this is like kind of declared as a buff. This is what I was saying earlier. It's a buff, yeah. It's not a nerf, but yeah, it's also a kind of consistency change. But let's kind of see how this is gonna fix out into the game. So next time we do get a Dark Prince, bro. I don't know, Supercell is kind of loving the Prince and always buffing him. The Dark Prince never gets loved. Now it gets some buff. It is like, once again, this China charge range thing. So kind of similar to what happened to the Royal Recruits, just like in the opposite thing. And yeah, all troops will have either a 2-tile or 3-tile charge range for consistency with troops that cost 5 or more. Elixir having a 2-tile charge range, and 4 Elixir having a 3-tile charge range. Okay, so the charge range is going to be 3 now, which is going to be interesting. So it's like kind of changing a bit. It's kind of changing a bit, bro. I don't know, bro. It's really interesting. I mean, just like quicker charges, most likely. This is going to be really interesting. Now we have like the next card, which is going to be the E-Giant. E-Giant. And honestly, this change, I love it. It's not going to be like a damage buff or something. It's like the add side clipping. So you guys know, which is like, what am I going to talk about, right? Electron will have consistency with other win conditions and not attack buildings that are placed too far away. So you guys know, when you play like a Golem and Electric Giant, you could think it's like really similar tubes. One time you get a big attack with the Golem. On the other side, you get like a tank, which is also dealing really well against spam troops, killing skeletons, killing bats, and so on. But the major difference is, of course, Elixir, but also you can just kite the Electric Giant way easier, right? You can play the cannons like way more like away and like in really different positioning, so other buildings compared to the compared against other troops. Like if you play against an example, against like Golem, bro, you can't positioning this cannons that weirdly or like that far away compared to the Electric Giant. But now you can actually not do it anymore because they actually at the side range the same as like the Golem. So you can't play the cannons that much get far away to that, which I think is a really good change. It's not going to change like any interaction, but I feel like it's going to make it like way harder to counter stuff sometimes, and people need to get used to it. And of course, you're going to be able to get way more lightning value sometimes because you can't go on an anti-lightning spot, which you're able to do right now. So you kind of have to always give the opponent value because you just can't play the cannon on the complete other side of the map. So I think this is going to be a really good thing. So next up, we do get the Goblin Demolisher, which is currently dead, but I hate it, so I'm really happy about that. Which is going to say lifetime after 50 HP, so it's kind of just changing a bit. So, yeah. You guys see the good old guy there, man. He's just like so bad. So currently the lifetime after 50 HP is, yeah, it's just like plus 14%. So this is like really, really interesting. Plus 14%. So yeah, it will be just like a bit longer life, right? It will be just a bit longer life there compared to before. But I don't know how much it's going to change there, but to be fair, I don't really think it's going to change too much. But it never gets to tower right now. I feel like this is the main reason I kind of change it. Next up, we do get a Goblin Machine there, which is going to be a few changes. First of all, we get damage. Man, like this is just like some change. So currently has like 135 damage. Now it's get like plus 57%, which is going to be 212. Also the hit speed. It's going to change a lot. It's currently, or like it's going to change in a bad way, I would say. It's like currently 0.9 seconds attacks. Now it's going to be 1.2 seconds. And also the damage per second now is going to change a bit to plus 17 overall. So it's like going to be 176. So it's kind of like a rework and a buff at the same time, right? It gets like way more damage, but the attack speed is a bit slower. Like, yeah, the attack speed is a bit slower, but at the same time, overall it's a buff because there's way more damage overall. So which is really interesting because now the Goblin Machine actually one-shots goblins with this meal attacks. Man, I'm kind of scared of Goblin Machine, bro. It's like kind of cards which can just like destroy the game that quickly. So I'm not 100% sure how I will feel about it, but I still think it's not going to be too good anyway. Next up, we do get the Mighty Miner. Man, I love the Mighty Miner. One of my favorite cards in the entire game. So actually, they're going to change, like, time to increase damage, minus 11%. Mighty Miner's damage increase will behave consistently with Inferno and Inferno Tower. So, that's really interesting, guys. So, it actually takes the same amount of, like, time to get up to his damage compared to the Inferno Drag and Inferno Feather Tower. This seems pretty broken in a way, I feel like. I don't know. I just feel like Mighty Miner Queen doesn't have a place in the meta. But if Queen gets a nerf, if Goblin Stein in the map gets a nerf, maybe, bro. Bro, I think this could be a really, really cool change. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it. I just love Mighty Miner. And I'm really happy that Mighty Miner gets some love. Next up, we do have the Mini P. Not my Mini P, the Clash Royale Mini P. So we're just going to go and take a look there. And actually, the damage gets like from currently, we can kind of take a look there. 720 to 745. So I think it actually allows them to one-shot Wizard again. Am I stupid? Okay, come on, we'll take a look there. How much HP does the Wizard have currently? 754. Yeah, exactly. That's like, it's going to be able to one-shot Wizards now. This is going to be really interesting. So it's one-shot Wizard now, example, a bit more damage overall. Next up, we also have the Evo Cannon there, which is also really interesting. Evo Cannon, buff, barrage damage. So currently barrage damage is 320, and now it's going to be 353. So over an Evo Cannon buff, I mean, to be fair, I kind of see the point, because Evo Cannon currently sucks, but Cannon is just so broken. I don't know, man. I don't know. Next up, we do have the Evo Wall Breaker. Let's go! I'm telling you, one of the worst Evos in the entire game. Death damage to troops and buildings. Doesn't affect crown towers. So this is really, really interesting, right? So the death damage is currently 292, is what Superstar is kind of saying there. And in 195, it will be 200... it will be 292, so a bit more death damage, right? So it just like does more damage. They're not talking about interactions. It doesn't affect crown towers, it's just like the troops, but plus 5 to 50% can be actually huge in my opinion. Next up, we do have the Dagger Duchess. Dagger Duchess! Dagger Duchess, okay. We have like the max daggers. Currently, we have max daggers 8, it will be 9 also. They got, that's like, this is the buff, and also the bug fix projectile speed is gonna change a bit. I don't know what they want to say with that, but they're saying it's increasing the projectile speed fixed in niche bug where Dagger Duchess would switch targets before destroying cards with damage reduction. I see. Evo Knight, Monk with ability. I see. Max Daggers, one more, could be huge. To be fair, we're currently in a meta where Dagger Duchess is unplayable for all the Packers, but maybe it's going to change a bit. So next up, we do have a last card in this game. Or like for the spell changes. And it's gonna be the Lumberjack. It's actually gonna get a rework. The rage duration, minus 8%. So, as you guys can see here, the rage duration gets like a bit changed. You don't see anything, perfect. And the damage is a bit higher. So currently the damage is gonna be 244 and 242, and it's gonna be 255, which is like plus 5%. So what it's saying is, Lumberjack's rage and rage spell now have the same duration for consistency. So, actually the rage of the normal rage, where can you see it? The normal rage currently, yeah, it's gonna just have the same. So, yeah, before that, the rage of Lumberjack was like 6 seconds and not 5, and now it's gonna be 5.5, same as the rage. So this is like just a small rework. Let's see how it's gonna change there. I mean, overall, Lumberjack does now a bit more damage. Maybe it's gonna be helpful, man. Lumberjack also feels not too good currently. So these are all the changes, 23 in general. What are they missing, bro? Electro Dragon. They're missing Evo Electro Dragon. We need to sneak in an Evo Electro Dragon buff. Also, you could think about Royal Cook, about the Cooker. You could think about adding a Bush buff. Just like one of the things I'm kind of saying about, yeah, Dart Golem, in my opinion, is also a nerf. You could think about Goblin Gang also needing a nerf, Evolution Mega Knight needing a nerf. So there are like so many more cards in my opinion. Hunter needing a buff, which kinda needs also change. But to be fair, we got big balance changes, bigger than I expect. Let me know, you guys, in the comment section, your opinion at least. What you guys, you don't need to you don't need to leave in the comment section, bro. You can stay at home. But yeah, I need your opinion in the comment section at least. So let me know what you guys think about balance changes, what you guys like. You guys like the cards, you guys like the balance changes. What would you kind of suggest for some cards you guys don't really understand? It was pretty hard for me to kind of bring it down for you guys, especially in English. Some of these changes are really, really weird, but I hope you guys kind of understand everything. If not, let me know in the comment section. We'll also hopefully link you down a tweet from Royale API with all the overlook. So, in case you guys are not interested to watch this video, and then you didn't watch until now, but you can go take a look once again in the tweet from Royale API. take a look again there and see, okay, these are the exact changes, get like an opinion, go back to the YouTube video, write a comment saying, okay, this is bad, this is good, and then I'm gonna give all the feedback to Supercell, and I'm gonna, yeah, also, of course, soon, hopefully give you the final balance change. I'm gonna be out. Thanks for watching, love you guys. Goodbye.